All right, so here we are. This is Karjaka coming at you live, episode 16 of Karjaka and Coffee. I'm Alex Karjaka and Justin Brown on audio, who's waving into the void. Awesome. I have no notes for today, but I'm going to riff just for a second on the value of neck straps. Like neck strap, like it's just in camera world, it's just a camera strap. If you're a musician, it's a neck strap because it's around your neck, and I kind of blur the lines between my life on that. That being said, is make sure like straps are some of the best and worst things about photography I've found as far as like potential problems. So I'd been in New York 2 years. I was shooting the wedding circuit for a long time. And there's a dinner break. I was carrying around two cameras and both of these Nikons around my shoulders like this. And we break for dinner. And so you put your camera on the table that's away from the food, away from all the wedding action. And my strap had gotten caught on the corner edge of the table, which I didn't realize at the time. And then, of course, merriment broke out with the bride and groom, and I was like, I've got to go photograph it. And I went to go grab the camera, and the strap caught the corner and ejected from my hand. The camera goes flying onto the floor. I essentially break the lens, not the lens, but the lens filter, and the housing is fine, but it's a little dented, and the lens no longer works to my 24-70 2.8 Nikon lens at the time. And so for me, it was one of those first like traumatic instances when I dropped a camera. And at some point, I want to let you know that you will drop your camera. I've dropped multiple cameras in the last 15 years, like maybe 3 or 4 times, but that's probably 3 or 4 times too many, and it's gonna happen. You know, so like you got a client, like you're on an event or you're shooting in tight quarters, and you get bumped. It's just, or you put down your camera and it gets snagged on a corner edge of a table. So for me personally, when given the opportunity, I try to not have a strap. And I know that's a controversial, of course, this is going to take forever. There we go. Just like that. I try not to have a strap. I do love a thicker strap, by the way, because it's got more surface area. So the thinner strap isn't pulling directly into your neck, but you've got more surface area to go, okay, to wrap and feel comfortably around your neck. But given the opportunity, if I'm on the street or I'm working in the studio, I never have, I think it's ridiculous having a neck strap in the studio, like around your neck, because that's why you have an assistant, or that's why you have an area where you can put down the camera safely. And if you're a guy like me that shoots with this bad boy, this phase 1, it's like an 8-pound camera, like with the smaller of lenses, like having this around my neck is a non-starter. Like that's just ridiculous. And so if you're having the control of a studio, I recommend not using a strap. But if you're on the street, I get that you need to have a strap, and find the strap that works for you, obviously. But if you're working with me, I'm not going to have a strap. I'm going to be here so that I don't have to worry about anything getting snagged. But if you're sometimes, obviously when you're shooting events, like when I was shooting Fashion Week, I was shooting with a Canon, 5D, and that's a heavy camera. The lens is heavy. And so I found myself just kind of taking the strap and kind of wrapping it around my hand like so. And now it's just like, okay, I might have like a little slack. I can spend time adjusting that, but at least this is not, first of all, putting pressure on my neck, of which then I have to see my trainer, Craig, which is always fun to correct. But also, I'm not worried about this getting snagged anywhere, or if I get bumped, the camera is not going to fly out of my hands. It's just going to have this strap around. Something to think about. And of course, B&H and Photo Care and all these, wherever you buy cameras from, there are 1,000 different ways of having different straps that are small, that just go on the side here, Me personally, like I said, I've been traumatized, so I don't wear straps for the most part. I know, like with this guy, it's a little bit of a different story. But that being said, there's something also very like liberating about not having a strap, because then you're in total control of your camera. You know where it's on your person. You're also not going to put the camera down and leave it someplace, because you're always worried about where is my camera. And that's why you also have a bag if you're on the street. Anyway, learn from Karyaka's mistakes. Don't put your if you're going to use a strap, don't put it in the center of a table. Don't put it on the edge or the corner, so that when the bride decides that she wants to have a surprise dance with her new husband, that you go and grab your camera and then get it snagged and then destroy a lens. So that's the quick overview of straps with Karyaka in episode 16. I'm Alex Karjaka. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy all the fruits of what we offer here at Karjaka. Don't forget to check out our other episodes as well. Happy snapping, sans strapping.